So chapter 14, the Chinese name is Tang液醪醪论篇. Lun is discuss. Pian is chapter. That's like in each of the chapter, they will have Lun Pian there. Now we say what means Tang and Ye. Yeah. And the translator here is not the total idea right now. We use the decoctions. They talking about discuss, about decoction and one. From later discuss, we know. So basically, they discuss the cooking look like some soup or congee and one. We discuss some detail later. We just leaving the translator here. So basically, we discuss how the Asian people treat for illness, like what kind of order they used, what's the changing there. So that's chapter 14, 汤液醪醴论篇. Basically, we discuss how to treat the illness. So Huang asked how to make a 汤液 and 料理 with 5 grams. So from here, you know, basically, 汤液 here is not the same idea like we make a herb decoctions. So basically, this kind of 汤液, Tang exactly the same we use the soup. Ye means liquid. So that kind of liquid made by the grass. So we have 5 different kind of grass. So the idea for 5 different grass may be difference. People explanation is difference. So some explanations, they talking about soybean is one of them. Yeah, soybeans, white, and brown, corn, and millet, and rice. So they cook the soup with these 5 different kind of grass.
So Jen, the third one is that brown corn.
Yeah, brown corn, corn.
Thank you.
I read here. It's not good. Yes. Yeah. So that's 5 different kind of grass and cook with it to the soup. And then let's see how use it. Yeah, how use it. So Qi said, yeah, Qi said, to make a 汤液 soup or liquid, yeah, and 料理 rice is used. So from here we know basically they use the 5 different kind of rice, and they use the rice stews to cook it. So like you can see the rice here. So upper part is we make a 汤液, and the other part, like the steam here, they put under the oven. Thus, above the oven is a pot here. Put the rice in the pot and put the steams in the oven and then cook it. So that's the perfect way cook it. So that's rice is perfect stuff we can eat, and the rice leaves is harder. They have the same energy qi or universe qi in there. So that's they cook it. And then they say why. Why we must cooking in that way? So then Qi answers the rice. So they used rice here basically is 5 different kind of rice. Absorb qi from the heaven and the earth. We know without sunshine, any plant will not grow. And any plant is growing in the earth. So that means the absorption both heaven qi and earth qi. And they plant in special area. They're talking about higher part of the earth. So that means getting more qi. And then they can be perfect. Perfect means totally absorptions heaven qi and earth qi. And then when it maturated, we pick up in the right time. And in this way, the steam is harder already. So that's basically explanations why we cook the rice. Because rice absorption heaven qi and earth qi. Why we use the stews to cook it? Because the stews same time take a heaven qi and earth qi, and it getting harder means it maturity already. Then the next questions. We say in the ancient time, people cook a 汤液 or make 汤液 and 料理. What means 料理? Yeah, 汤液 we say that's kind of soup. 料理 basically is used rice make the one, like from the beginning. I think the name they put one there. Yeah. So this kind of one is different right now we're talking about. Basically, they made by the rice, different kind of rice. It's not a pretty high degree. It's about 20 to 30 degree in there. So that means the 料理. So we separate 汤液 and 料理 here. 汤液 just make by the rice, cook for the soup. 料理 is with the rice make the one. So that's the 汤液料理. Then 皇帝 asked, So when surgeons in the ancient time, they make 汤液醪的料理. They make a rice kind of soup and 料理 without use them. Why? They make it, but they are not use it. Why? So that's Huangdi's question here. So Qibor answers, the surgeon in the ancient time make 汤液 and 料理 as for preparing. They preparing treat for the illness. So 汤液 and 料理 they make it in the ancient time, but they are not use it. Means they are not truly needed. Certainly, if they need it, they will use it. They just prepare. Here they talking about in ancient time. And in the middle of ancient time, let me close Huangdi living's time. Healthy care declined. And the evil qi, 邪气, frequently attacking the humans. Then cause the illness. In that time, the illness can cure it by Tang Ye. So in this page, basically still talking about maintenance the body healthy condition is important. So that in the ancient time, people pay attention to maintenance healthy, like we talked about in the first day, follow the yin yang changing to life, don't desert too much, and keep spirit clear. So that means they prepare 汤液 and 料理, but people basically they don't get sick or illness, so that's why they didn't use it. And in the Middle Asian time, patient let be now pay attention not too much to healthy care. So then they getting sick or illness. But when they got sick or illness, they can cure it by Tang Ye. So that's the Middle Asian time. And then Huangdi asked, so right now, people getting sick couldn't cure it with Tang Ye. Why? We say in the Middle Asian time, people have sick or illness. They can cure it by Tang Ye, but right now, Tang Ye is not working anymore. Similar like right now. Like people getting sick or illness, we couldn't only cook the rice to treat the problems. That's why. Then Qibo answers, so right now, when people getting sick, they must be used 毒药 here means the herbs. Yeah, means the herbs. To treat internal illness. And also use 蚕食 here means sharp needle, sharp stone. We know when acupuncture is the development, they start from use the sharp stone and then changing to needles. So right now, when people getting sick or illness, must be use herbs or maybe use the acupuncture, massage to treat. So basically, we still talking about internal illness. We take herbs more. External problems, we use acupuncture. Then the illness will be cured. Then the Huangdi asked, why body is weaker? Like totally losing the energies. It's a severe kind of condition, like no qi in there. And the illness not able to cure it. Or we use any kind of treatment way. The illness not cured. Why? People answers, that's because 神气 means spirit qi not working. So in this page, we can know. For whatever we treat for the patients, maybe herbs, maybe acupuncture. The important part, patient spirit still in there, or shen still in there. If the spirit or shen not in there anymore, nothing will be working. So that's basically tell us how spirit or shen qi important during our treatment. So if patient got a severe kind of deficiency, like qi blood totally losing, the illness is difficult to treat. Then Huangdi asked why. Why it happens? What means shen qi not working? You say in this kind of condition, if shen qi not working, we are hard to treat for the patients. But why? Then Tiber answers, so the needles, they put a zhen shi together. Zhen is the needles. Shi is stone, but in here means the sharp of the stone. We use similar like use acupuncture needles. Is the Dao. We talking about Dao before. It's kind of ruler or some way. Yeah. So in here means is our treatment way. And decline of 精神, 精 is the essence, 神 is the spirit. If decline of 精神, they make we talking about 意志 files. We say heart holding big 神. But each of the 5 organs, they holding small shen. Yi is holding by the spleen, zhi is holding by the kidney. So that means their kidney, their organ, generally say organ function. They just put the yi zhi here, but generally say for all the organ functions is declined. So that means patient without shen, their organ will losing functions. So in this way, it's difficult to treat. So now essence is damaged, spirit is damaged or losing, and also like Rong and Wei. Yeah, Rong the same meaning is Ying. Yeah, nutrition qi and defending qi is out of the order. Yeah, it means not under control. I think I don't have this one. So that means Rong and Wei not working, spirit not working. That means it's difficult to treat or not able to treat. So that means our needles and even herbs just help. The patient is, they can differentiate, they can have some trouble, but they are like a shen still in there, their organ function still in there. If their organ function totally nothing or shen losing, that will be difficult to treat. And then still ask why. Yeah, still ask why. So like why the illness got this kind of severe kind of condition. So still, yeah, still patient's lifestyle. Yeah, still patient lifestyle. Is people living without certificate their lifestyle and not maintenance the healthy condition like we talking about follow the yin yang and always anxiety to something. So that kind of lifestyle lending damage the essence and damage the spirit and damage the nutrition qi, yin and wei. So that's when all of this happens, that spirit not in there anymore. So that's why if spirit losing functions, the illness not cured. Then Huangdi asked, so at the beginning the stage of the illness happens, like they will attacking the superficial of the body first, gradually getting like a deeper and deeper and deeper. So now you say the illness so severe, it's difficult to cure by the acupuncture and even by the herbs. So even excellent doctor not able to cure it. So that's say like the doctors and the patients, they are pretty close relationship with each other. They meeting each other, and they see like look like family members. They are so familiar each other. But why the illness happens, this kind of severe, they say couldn't treat it. But why they are not treated early? We say illness getting severe kind of stage, certainly difficult to treat. But the doctors and the patient, they are pretty familiar each other, like family members. But why they are not treated them early? Why it waiting so late? So that's the Huangdi's question here. Yeah, Huangdi's question here. Then Qi answers, patient as 本 root. I think when you learn foundation, you may familiar the 本 and the 标 the words. Yeah, 本 means root. Yeah, 本 means root. 标 means bunch. Yeah, 标 means bunch. So Qi answers, patient is the root. What means root? Means patient is more important for maintenance itself healthy condition. And the doctor's treatment, diagnosis and treatment is the 标, is the bunch. In other words, doctor is a help. Yeah, doctor is a help. But the mainly things is the patient. Patient even more important compared with the doctors. So that means they talking about if the branch and the root do not agree with each other. What means do not agree each other? Like we tell the patient coming for insomnia. Yeah, patient coming for insomnia. They say he always sleep at 2 a.m. and get up at 2 p.m. So that's certainly against yin and yang. And then they come in treat for insomnia. Certainly doctor will treat him like use acupuncture, use the herbs, and certainly tell him you need to change your lifestyle. Like basically we talking about go to bed before 11 p.m. So that's after 11 is the gallbladder time. Is yang start rising already. Certainly if you sleep after 11, it's difficult to fall asleep because internal body yang try to come out. It's not holding inside anymore. So that's we tell the patient. But if patient not follow, he still try to sleep at 2 or 3 a.m., still get up at 2 or 3 p.m. So whatever your treatment will not effective. So that means bunch and the root don't agree with each other. Yeah. So that's then in this kind of condition, passenger or even qi will not able to eliminate it. So that's why the illness not able to cure it. So that's we say with any kind of trouble we treat, we need tell the patient what they will do. Yeah, what they will do. Patient is the root. Yeah, patient is the root. We just do some help. So then Huang asked another illness here. So some illness, instead they coming from the skin and hair. Thus we talk about usually EPI kind of illness coming from superficial of the body. And they will invading gradually internal organs. But some of the illness, they are not coming from external. It's coming from internal because their young deficiency of 5 Zang organs have disorder or deficiency and then cause the body fluid retention, cause the edema. This kind of patient, 5 Zang organs 阳气 is severe kind of deficiency. Then the yin, we talking about the water belong to yin, will go all over flowing in the body. Then this kind of condition like cause the patients like pretty swollen, body swollen, and even terminal limbs and arms pretty swollen. So that's truly lot of water retention inside the body, like a truck. So this kind of illness, how we can treat it, or these kind of problems, how we can treat it. So that's the question here. Internal organs disorder, and then cause the swelling of the bodies, and water retention, edema. So how we treat these kind of problems? Then people answers. So if we try to relieve actual water or water retentions, eliminate stagnation of the water. So we are including the patient's conditions. Tell the patient slightly shaking the limbs and put more clothes to keeping the yang qi inside the body. And then use acupuncture needles on the opposite side, like we talked about. If patient have swollen legs on the right side, but their left side is still normal, so we needle the normal side. That means opposite side, and then recover their normal condition of the sick or illness. So that's we say, because water retention is patient losing yang qi deficiency, internal all organ yang qi deficiency. We tell the patient do a slightly movement. In TCM, we have a sentence say, moving generate yang qi. So stay generate yin, So moving generate some yang qi. That's a condition because patient yang qi deficiency. So we tell the patient slightly moving their limbs. And then put more clothes. Yeah, still keep yang qi inside. Put more clothes, keep yang qi inside. And then we use needles to treat. So that's a combination maintenance yang qi and treatment together. And also, they say open the 鬼门, 鬼 is the ghost, 鬼 is the ghost, 门 is the door. So what means 鬼门? Pause, sweating pause. Thus eliminate the passenger evils from the pause. Means like patient get more sweating. And also clearing. 经腹 means promote urination. So this way we still use right now, like people have edema or water retention. We can promote sweating or promote urination to eliminate actual waters. So in this way, we try to recover the Jing essence, yeah, and Tang organs functions, and Yang qi, make everything moving smoothly. So that's when Yang qi covered, body will be gradually getting strong, including bone is strong, muscles is strong, it's good maintenance in there. So that's yang qi turn back to normal. So that's basically in this part, they talking about treat illness. Mainly is because internal organ yang qi deficiency cause the edema. How we need to treat or how we can treat this kind of condition. And the Huang understand, say, good, I understand. So that's in this chapter, yeah,